all of this stuff here is fiberglass and body work too. So you might got to sand that down. You're not
well, we can bring that up. We could bring that up.
Yeah. It'll be easier to.
Are we?
Skirt or the,
is it gonna have the moldings?
No. He bought those skirts from someone else. Quarters done. Skirt mounted with the factory brackets, new brackets that we bought. Everything lining up good. Did all of the final welds on all of the skirt openings. Couldn't weld all of that in until we had everything fitted with the skirts. Now we're just finishing up the last little body work on it now. Yeah, so closer and closer. Got this step. You gotta tap out every one of these holes where you mounted it, because over time the rust inside of there builds up. So you gotta tap them out, clean them out, just to get the hinge on. Pull that piece out, pull that piece out, and then it looks so pretty. We use a rotisserie as it's designed to be used. A rotisserie helps you, you know, whatever type of work you're doing, body work, metal work, whatever you're doing, the fact that you can articulate the car in whatever angle you want, it helps where you don't have to contort your body to it. You could bring the panel to you where it's blocking, you know, doing metal work, whatever you're trying to do. So, but you know, we fine tuning. You guys remember we started with the roof. We did the first step pretty much of the doors. You know, the quarters are pretty much done. You know, we probably got 3 steps already done on the quarters. The skirt backs, bottoms had to be final weld. We don't final weld the quarters in until we fit the skirts, get everything, the skirts exactly where we want it. Then we'll do the final weld of the trunk floor drop downs, the arc, you know, and everything at the bottom. So that was welded in. Y'all seen Mr. Tom, you know, drilling spot welds to weld all of that arc in perfect, as well as here. Then everything was body work in the arc. Skirt was fitted with the factory gasket as well, so everything's fitting perfect, you know. But now that that's done, we could do the final bottom of it. So Dante knocking all of that out. You know, we got the door on too. You know, like when you're doing the body work, you know, every panel kind of lets you know where you need to be at. Like we can't start with the fender because the door is gonna tell you where the fender gonna be at. The quarter is gonna tell you where the door need to be at, you know, and so on. So everything kind of flows together. So now that we're done with this, we're moving on to the doors. There's a couple of areas that the doors kind of show you the line that we need to kind of line everything up. You know, you remember, you know, we also did, you know, all of the metal work is done. You know, you got the firewall smooth. We got the pass through, the billet, the whole pass through mounted and everything for, you know, his Holley ECU lines to come through. Everything else get welded up except for, you know, your brake booster, your steering column, even the factory fuse panel outlet, we weld that up because we use a brand new fuse harness, Route 22. You know, I like to mount them in the trunk. You know, I don't even want it up front. You know, less space up front anyway. So then if anything happens, you can, you know, instead of having to get under your dashboard to check things, it's functional in your trunk. You got so much room in the trunk. So that's why you notice on newer model cars, they battery and they fuse panel, not all of them, but their main one is in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? You got more access, you got more room. You don't have to be, you know, hurt your back all up under the dashboard trying to get to it. And then I even seen some custom builders, you can really put it anywhere. Like I seen somebody put it behind the back of the glove compartment. I really like that idea to where now it's functional in the glove where it's eye level. You don't have to bend again, you know what I'm saying? So it's so many different ways you could do it. We got the vintage air, you know, unit right behind there. So still got enough room, but it's, you know, I kind of want to put it in the trunk with all the electronics, the batteries and everything. So anything need to be diagnosed, everything is in one place, except for the, you know, certain things got to be up here. All of your gauge cluster, your, you know, your coded digital brain and all that have to be in close proximity of the gauges. So some stuff is going to be up here. ECU will be up here, you know, so. But yeah, back to it, man. You know, we fine tuning the body work, getting everything done. You see, we did the last thing, the reason why we didn't finish everything with the doors, we knew the customer was going to add the billet hinges. So we did do the billet hinge install on it, you know what I'm saying? For those that do have the cars, like I really love the billet hinges, the functionality of them, how firm and sturdy it fits. It is a little slight modification, you know, that has to be done, and then, you know, modify the lower hinge mount to the actual jam of the car have to be modified to that hinge to make everything line up. But the fit and finish of it is great. You know, like the functionality is great. It's pretty firm. So I definitely recommend those to anybody that's doing a build kind of like on this level. But yeah, so back at it, man, we got the doors done. You guys can come over here and see the billet hinges kind of installed on this door, you know, real clean. Next up will be the fenders. This is one of his original fenders. I tried to find another fender like we did for the driver fender. This is another fender I purchased because his was, you know, rusted out pretty bad. So I found a good one that's, you know, no rust. So we'll send these two out, get them blasted. Certain things I send out to get blasted, like the hood. You know, the hood we won't send out and get blasted because I don't want to take a chance of warping such a good hood. This is another hood that I found for art, you know. 71 his was rusted out, you know, bad enough to where it don't make sense for me to put 20 hours fixing your hood when we can find one for, you know, $700-800 for a hood. Same thing like these fenders, but we can't find the 71 passenger fender. So y'all comment down below, let us know if you know what 71 rust-free fender is before we start doing the work to this one. If you do, let us know, we interested in it, you know what I mean? But if not, we got a patch panel that Art purchased that we can use to fix it. It just, you know, just don't make sense to, if I could find one rust-free, it's kind of, that'd be my choice. But we'll make it look just like it was brand new with the patch pound. It's just the hours that goes into it. Prep, clean, cut it out, weld it in, make sure everything has the right body contours, because everything below here where you see the rusted, it has a dip, the factory dip that's right here that has to be, you know, perfect, you know, so that flows throughout the bottom of the car, so it got to meet the door and the quarter the same way, so that contour has to be right there, and it's the same area that we got to cut out. So that's kind of why I like to buy, you know, one that's rust free. But we on to the, you know, front clip. Once we do that, you know, he home cooking, you know what I mean? Like the header panel, the fender extensions, all of that stuff matters too, you know, but that's kind of minute compared to these big panels, you know what I mean? But they do take a little time. And then on the 71, that's the only one that have the multiple piece light buckets. Every other year, 72 on up is one complete bucket with the headlights in it. This one is different pieces, so each one of those pieces got to be, you know, body work, line, straighten and stuff like that. So, but this is gonna be a nice build, man. It's gonna be a dope build. We just letting y'all know Art, showing the guys what Art got going on, how close we are. We are the only reason why this door is off is because once you get the hinges and everything where you wanted it, tack it in, you got to take them off to do all of the final welding and support, strengthening, and all that you got to do inside the door jamb. So we ain't stopping, man. 2025, it's a big year for us, man. We'll see y'all at Rick Ross 2025, man. Holla back.